What does it mean to lose a key pitcher right at the start of the season? A Yankees fan always will analyze the impact of Luis Gil's injury and how the Yankees can respond to this loss. The news caught fans by surprise. Luis Gil, one of the pillars of the Yankees starting rotation, is expected to be out for at least 3 months. This was confirmed by General Manager Brian Cashman, making it clear that the team will have to adapt without one of its key players. It all started during spring training when Gil suffered a dorsal strain in late February and had to be immediately sidelined after an MRI. According to Cashman, the initial recovery will take at least 6 weeks before even considering a gradual return to training. Gil's MLB journey has already been marked by challenges. After limited appearances in 2021 and 2022, he underwent Tommy John surgery, delaying his rise. However, 2024 was his breakout year. With an impressive performance, he won the American League Rookie of the Year award, recording 15 wins, a 3.50 ERA, and a solid 3.1 WAR. Now, the Yankees will have to adjust their rotation without him. Garrett Cole and Max Fried remain the team's anchors, while Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, and Marcus Stroman will be crucial in maintaining stability on the mound. The big question is, can the team maintain a high level without such a promising pitcher? So, Yankees fans, how do you see this situation? Do you think the Yankees should seek reinforcements or rely on the current roster? Leave your comment and don't forget, if you want more Yankees content, subscribe to Yankees Fan Always and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. The impact of Luis Gil's absence on the Yankees season. Losing Luis Gil for 3 months presents a significant challenge for the Yankees, especially considering his development as a key piece in the starting rotation. After an impressive 2024 season, where he solidified his place on the team with strong stats, expectations were high for his continued growth in 2025. Now, the team needs to find quick solutions to fill this gap on the mound. Who can take Gil's spot? With a rotation already set with Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, and Marcus Stroman, the Yankees still have some internal options to cover his absence. Young prospect Will Warren, who has been impressive in the minor league system, could be a viable alternative. Additionally, names like Luis Severino, if he returns in the future, or even Yhany Brito could be called up to fill the temporary vacancy. However, the lingering question is, will the Yankees rely solely on their current roster, or will they look for reinforcements in the market? The franchise may monitor free agents or even explore trades if Gil's absence creates difficulties for the team in the first weeks of the season. What to expect from the rotation without Gil? The Yankees' success this season may depend on how the remaining pitchers step up in Gil's absence. Garrett Cole remains the undisputed leader, while Max Fried brings experience and quality. Carlos Rodon and Clark Schmidt will need to show consistency, something they haven't always managed in their careers. Meanwhile, newly acquired Marcus Stroman also has the responsibility to maintain a high level, proving that his signing was a wise move. If all goes well, Gil could return mid-season, ready to strengthen the team for the stretch run and playoffs. But until then, the team will need to find ways to survive without him. What do you think? Does Luis Gil's absence change the Yankees' plans for 2025? Should the team trust its current players or look for a replacement in the market? Leave your opinion in the comments and join the debate. And of course, if you want to stay updated on everything Yankees, don't forget, subscribe to Yankees Fan Always and turn on notifications to stay informed. As a Yankees fan, here's my take on Gil's injury. Honestly, this news about Luis Gil's injury caught me off guard, and it's a major blow to the rotation. We finally saw Gil reach his potential last year, playing a crucial role in the team's success. Now, seeing him out for 3 months is frustrating, especially since he was gaining confidence and establishing himself as one of the league's top young pitchers. But if there's one thing I've learned from following the Yankees, it's that this team always finds a way to adapt. Sure, losing Gil is a problem, but the rotation still has some big names. Garrett Cole is the anchor, Max Fried is a major addition, and Marcus Stroman brings depth. But my biggest question mark is Carlos Rodon. He needs to prove he can stay healthy and be reliable, because, without Gil, the rotation's margin for error shrinks significantly. And then there's the big question. Will the Yankees handle this setback with just their current roster, or will they look for reinforcements? Personally, I think the team at least needs to monitor the market. The rotation has struggled with injuries in the past, and relying solely on names like Will Warren or Yhani Brito could be risky. I'm not saying they need to make a desperate trade right now, but if things start to spiral in the first few weeks of the season, Brian Cashman needs to act fast. At the end of the day, the ideal scenario would be for Gill to return fully healthy and contribute in the season's final stretch because we know how valuable he could be in the playoffs. But what do you think, Yankees fans? Can the team manage without him, or do we need an immediate reinforcement? Leave your comment. And of course, if you want more Yankees analysis and updates, subscribe to Yankees Fan Always and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Looking at the Yankees situation without Luis Gill, the Yankees need to take a strategic approach. The team has two clear options: rely on their current roster and trust the development of young players, or look to the market for a temporary replacement. If Cashman chooses to stick with what they have, the Yankees will need Clark Schmidt and Carlos Rodon to really step up. Schmidt has shown potential, but still needs to prove he can be a reliable pitcher over a full season. As for Rodon, as I mentioned earlier, he must stay healthy and deliver consistent performances. If either of them struggles, then things could get concerning. Now, if the Yankees decide to seek reinforcements, the question is, who could they bring in? There aren't many top-tier free agents available, but some pitchers could be acquired via trade depending on how teams perform in the early weeks of the season. If teams like the White Sox or Pirates start poorly, an opportunity to trade for a reliable rotation arm might arise. The big issue: the cost. No team will give up a decent pitcher without asking for some of our top prospects in return, and we know Cashman is hesitant to sacrifice the future for short-term solutions. The biggest concern: avoiding a 2023 déjà vu. One thing the Yankees absolutely cannot repeat is what happened in 2023. That season, the rotation was completely decimated by injuries, and the team spent months patching up holes. The result? A frustrating campaign that left the Yankees out of the playoffs. Now, the margin for error is smaller. The team has already made major investments and built a strong foundation to compete for a title, so they can't afford to stumble early in the season. If Gill only misses 3 months and returns strong for the second half of the year, there's still plenty of time for him to contribute to a potential playoff run. But if his recovery takes longer than expected, the Yankees will need solutions. My final take as a fan: I truly believe the Yankees still have a strong enough roster to handle this absence in the short term. But if the rotation starts struggling or another pitcher gets injured, Cashman will have to be aggressive in the market. The last thing we want is to enter July desperate for an arm and having to overpay for it. Now I want to hear from you, Yankees fans. Should the team wait for Gill's return, or should they already be looking at the market? Leave your comment, and let's discuss this together. And don't forget, for more updates, analysis, and Yankees news, subscribe to Yankees Fan Always and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.